So I'm here in the Gothia studio together with Henrik and with Koen or Koen.
Exactly.
So let's summarize this. What are the take-home messages and what's your feeling?
I think we've had a really good event here in Gothenburg. I was super happy to be able to welcome people to my home country. It's the first time that EPTDA actually came to Sweden. And I've seen over the last couple of days so many interactions and people doing business and making new contacts, etc., in a way that actually I haven't seen this much in previous conventions. So it's been a really successful event for me as a participant, for sure.
And Koen, you were the one planning all this. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so what Henrik told is one side in terms of organization. It's I already mentioned it during the welcome reception and dinner that the EPTDA has quite a unique position in the way that we are for 3 years now around 350 participants, and so we have quite a unique position in the way that we are too big for a lot of hotel venues, but still too small for a lot of convention venues. So the challenge for us was to find the right space, and then we came in contact with Gothia Towers. And then the first challenge we immediately saw on the site visit, that the first challenge that it was solved, but then immediately we had the other challenge, how to fill in that space without to go over top and overwhelming, and to create a warmly welcoming space. But I think we, based on the feedback of the participants, I think we managed to do it.
Yeah, because I mean, this was the first time we introduced the world of EPTDA, so a new type of networking space that we haven't had in previous conventions. And over the last days, I've really seen people really hooking up in that area, having a coffee, even outside of our MDIDEX infrastructure that we've offered already since the beginning. And that was really thanks to the space and the opportunities that Gothia Towers gave us.
Yeah, it's a really nice, relaxed meeting space where you can gather, hang out, exchange your cards or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And something from a point of view as an organizer that I want to add. We have, I think I may say that we have skilled staff as EPTDA Bureau to organize a convention, but we are not huge in numbers. So it's very important that the collaboration with the venue goes really smooth. What we experienced this year is that Gothia Towers, they have for every single task, they have someone who's responsible, and not only responsible, but he's also accountable, meaning that what he promised, he delivers. So that helped us so much.
Great. So now we're looking forward to your 2-year term here, Henrik. What is in the crystal ball? What can we expect looking forward?
Well, we've made a lot of changes in our association in the last couple of years. And really my intention is to continue on that path. So I've been a volunteer for quite many years. I've been in what we used to call committees. Now we call them work groups. And I work in my day job at the EPTDA in the membership value working group. And I think this convention, and once again I'm mentioning the world of EPTDA, we were really able this time to showcase some of the value that we bring to our members, including, for example, the PTMI index that we now were able to actually visualize for people that are still not contributing. We also had the opportunity to show our production line intelligence reports in a much better way than we did before. So really my intention, together with my fellow members in the board and fellow volunteers in the work groups, is really to continue bringing this value to our members. Since 2 years back, we also started with regional events. So we've had one in Italy, and we've also had one in the Netherlands for the Benelux region. And they've been really successful because, of course, here in Europe, we do have a challenge with languages. meetings sometimes, and there we were. Now we've really been able to communicate with people in their local language, and I think that's attracting new members into our community as well. I know it does, because we've had new members joining us, and of course that's valuable for all of our other members, because the key value that we bring as an association is still networking. It's giving people the opportunity to meet, to make contact, to ultimately do business together.
To access each other's calendars and knowledge.
Exactly. Yeah.
So any takeaway messages for Henrik?
When Henrik was talking about the world of the EPTDA, I found it funny that 5 years ago, the world of the EPTDA was like this table, one tabletop and a banner. It's amazing how you see how it evolved. It from became a bit bigger, the year after bigger, and now we have a real networking space. So
it became a natural space for people outside of the MDIDEX infrastructure, as I mentioned before. So I think we have even more meetings than the one that we count, that we can see from our booking tool, the Brella app.
Just to remind, only in the Brella app, 1,000 bookings, meetings. So meaning that you, without the open networking space, so that's why you're quite intensive 2 days.
Me personally, I had an extra 10 meetings thanks to this this new layout.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So any last messages to send to your members as we close this one? We start with you, Koen.
Maybe I start with the shout-outs. Earlier I mentioned a thank you shout-out. I mentioned that we are not huge in numbers, but we have very good teams. So people said to me when I was walking around, well organized. Thank you, Valentina, and thank you, Lauryssen, for doing that. Lauryssen for the design, Valentina for the excellent practicalities and taking things out of my hands. So that for the first time, it's now the third year that I'm organizing this EPTDA convention, and it's the first year that I really had the opportunity to interact in 2 days, to talk with the members, to get their feedback, to get their ideas, and it's thanks to them. So thank you, Valentina. Thank you, Lauryssen. Also, thank you to the EPTDA's leadership, because if you are a small team, it's very important that you get the trust and you have a kind of flexibility, and that not for everything you need to go back to your leadership to get approval. So thank you for the trust. Thank you to the volunteers, because also they contribute to the world of the EPTDA, to give ideas, to help us. And a big thank you to the partners, not only financially, of course, without sponsors you don't have a world of the EPTDA. We have to be honest on that, but also because it gives us as EPTDA the opportunity to interact with 12/7 marketing departments, and you also get an exchange of ideas. So you not only on the sponsorship on the financial level, but also on the intellectual level, you create every year a win-win situation.
Henrik, any takeaway messages?
I really, first of all, I want to thank all of the convention participants that took the time out of their very busy calendars coming here to Gothenburg for this convention. We've had more than 370 delegates in the convention this year, which is a really, really strong number. We are sometimes facing issues because we are growing and becoming bigger and bigger. So we have some challenges on finding good venues for us to be in. But first of all, thank you to all of them that came here and took time out of their calendars. Secondly, I really want to bring out and give my love to the fellow volunteers. So the people that are volunteering for EPTDA, taking time out of their calendar for the greater good of the association and really our industry in essence. So the team that I work with on the board, all the teams and the working groups, and also the ones that actually came up to me and other volunteers during the convention asking to join. So I'm really happy to see that this group group of people, it's a value in itself to be a volunteer in an industry association of our size. So a big thank you to my fellow volunteers, and really looking forward to these 2 years and working together with them.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Koen, and thank you, Henrik.
Thank you.
Thank you.